Ages after the time of Prophet Adam, peace be upon him, humanity began to stray. The simple, pure belief in one God, in Allah, started to fade. People who were once respected for their righteousness became symbols after their death, then statues, and eventually, these statues became idols that people worshipped. Darkness spread as people turned away from the true Creator and began praying to objects their own hands had made. It was in this era of profound misguidance that Allah chose a man to bring his light back to the world. That man was Noah, peace be upon him. He was known for his kindness, his incredible patience, and his unwavering faith. Allah appointed him as a prophet, with a crucial mission, to warn his people and call them back to the worship of Allah alone. This was no easy task. Idol worship was woven into the very fabric of their society, their culture, and their traditions. Yet, Prophet Nuh obeyed Allah without a moment's hesitation. He stood before his people and spoke with a gentle, hopeful heart. "O my people," he said, "worship Allah. You have no God other than Him. Fear Him and obey me." He reminded them that it was Allah who created them, who gave them life, and who provided for their every need. But his words fell on deaf ears. The leaders, the wealthy, and the powerful mocked him. They scoffed, "You're just a man like us. Why would God choose you, and not someone rich or influential?" They laughed at his warnings of a divine punishment and accused him of making it all up. Some even threatened him, telling him to stop his preaching or face severe consequences. Despite the constant rejection and ridicule, Prophet Nuh never lost hope. He continued his call day and night, in public gatherings and in private conversations. He spoke of Allah's immense mercy and forgiveness. He promised them that if they just turned back, if they repented, Allah would forgive them and bless their lives with rain, with children, and with abundant wealth. His message was one of hope, not just fear. Years turned into decades, and decades into centuries. For an astonishing 950 years, Prophet Nuh patiently and persistently invited his people to the path of truth. But through all that time, only a small handful of people believed in his message. The vast majority remained stubborn. They would literally put their fingers in their ears and cover their heads with their cloaks so they wouldn't have to listen. Their pride and arrogance were unbreakable. What was perhaps most painful for Prophet Nuh was that this rejection came even from within his own family. His own wife refused to accept his message and secretly sided with the disbelievers. Still, Prophet Nuh stood firm in his faith, understanding that true guidance is a gift that only Allah can grant. As time went on, the hostility of the disbelievers grew. They became more aggressive, taunting the few believers and daring Prophet Nuh. "If what you say is true," they challenged, "then bring on this punishment you keep warning us about." Their hearts had become completely sealed. It was at this point that Allah revealed to his prophet that no more of his people would ever believe. The time for warnings was over. Allah informed Prophet Nuh that a great and terrible punishment was coming, a flood that would cleanse the earth of all the injustice and disbelief. And then, Allah commanded Prophet Nuh to do something that seemed utterly bizarre to everyone: build a massive ark. Imagine this. Prophet Nuh had never built a ship before, and they were in a dry land, far from any sea. But his trust in Allah was absolute. With the help of the few believers, he began the enormous task of constructing the ark, following the divine instructions he received. As they worked, the disbelievers would pass by, laughing and mocking. First a prophet, and now a carpenter. They would jeer, building a ship in the middle of the desert. But Prophet Nuh replied calmly, with the quiet dignity of a man who knows a great secret. He told them that soon enough, they would see who was truly misguided. Every piece of wood he joined, every nail he hammered, was an act of pure obedience. With each passing day, the world was moving closer to a moment that would change the course of history forever. As the ark neared completion, the mockery of the people only intensified. They couldn't see beyond their own arrogance, completely blind to the storm that was gathering. When the last piece of the ark was in place, Allah's command came to Prophet Nuh. The time was now. He was instructed to gather all the believers and to bring aboard a pair, a male and a female, of every living creature, so that life could continue after the great cleansing. Prophet Nuh carried out this command with precision and calm faith, guiding the people and the animals onto the massive vessel. Then, the signs began. Water didn't just fall from the sky, it burst forth from the ground. Fountains of water erupted from the earth as a torrential, relentless rain poured from the heavens. This was no ordinary storm. Rivers swelled and broke their banks, and the water rose with terrifying speed. The flood had begun. As the sky turned dark and the waves began to form, lifting the giant ark as if it were a leaf, chaos erupted among the disbelievers. The same people who had been laughing just moments before were now screaming in terror, running for their lives. They finally realized, far too late, that every word Prophet Nuh had spoken was true. In the midst of this terrifying scene, Prophet Nuh saw one of his own sons struggling in the rising water. With a heart breaking with love and pain, he called out to him, "O my son, come aboard with us and do not be among the disbelievers." He pleaded with him, reminding him that on this day, nothing could save him except the mercy of Allah. But his son, blinded by pride, refused. "I will take refuge on a mountain," he shouted back. "It will protect me from the water." Prophet Nuh warned him, "There is no protector today from the command of Allah." But before he could say more, a monstrous wave rose between them, and his son was swept away. This was a moment of profound heartbreak for a father and a prophet. He had done everything he could. This tragic event served as a powerful, timeless lesson. Faith is a personal choice, not something that can be inherited. The floodwaters continued to rise, swallowing everything in their path: houses, trees, and finally, the very tops of the mountains. The entire world as they knew it was submerged. The earth was cleansed of all arrogance and corruption. Inside the ark, the believers were safe, floating on the turbulent waters, protected by the mercy of their Lord. They sailed for a long time, surrounded by an endless ocean. Prophet Nuh led them in prayer, in remembrance, and in gratitude. Finally, the divine command was issued. Allah ordered the sky to stop its rain and the earth to swallow its water. Slowly, powerfully, the flood began to recede. The ark came to rest on the top of a mountain known as Judy. With hearts full of humility and overwhelming gratitude, Prophet Nuh and the believers stepped out onto fresh, clean earth. They had survived, not because of their own strength or cleverness, but purely because of their faith and their obedience to Allah. Prophet Nuh bowed down in prostration, thanking Allah for his protection, his justice, and his mercy. Allah gave his promise to Prophet Nuh. Peace and blessings would be upon him and upon the new generations that would spring from those who were with him in the ark. Humanity was given a fresh start, founded on the powerful lessons of the past. Prophet Nuh's mission was complete. He had preached for nearly a millennium, enduring mockery, loss, and unimaginable heartache, but his trust in Allah never wavered for a second. His life stands as an eternal testament to patience, perseverance, and unshakable faith. The story of Prophet Nuh teaches us that truth will always prevail, even when it is rejected. It shows us that pride leads to destruction, while humility leads to salvation. And above all, it reminds us that the mercy of Allah is always there for those who sincerely turn to Him. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of the prophets.